One of the most storied and beautiful venues in college football, Michie Stadium. It's the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets and the Army Black Knights. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
Guys, this crowd is electric. One thing he's got his eyes on, the weather. We weren't sure what to expect today, but this weather has turned out to be beautiful. He said that will have a great impact and be a benefit to his team here today. Guys?
Thanks, Holly. And the Black Knights headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. That's not what he had in mind, and they'll give up good field position as the kickoff goes out of bounds. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Offense in a split backfield. Looking for a gap. It's Hosley. Knocked down way behind the line of scrimmage. They'll call it a 9-yard loss. And the Yellow Jackets trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. To throw, it's Mendoza. Fires to the right. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. Great place to start for this offense. Fullback's got it. Stopped after a gain of 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
They'll send the back in motion. There's some room. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the first down.
If you want to test the physicality of a defense, get the toss play going. Get the outside run game working, because those DBs are going to have to find ways to fight off blocks, and you're going to find out just how badly these little guys want to put their face in the fan.
Trying to move them on the counter. Runs through a tackle. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
On the option. Pulls it on the option. Runs through the tackle. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
When you play the option and you play this responsibility football, sometimes your eyes can get lost. They didn't on that play. Nice job honing in, getting in there quickly, getting the quarterback to the ground.
They'll run the option. Pulls it and runs it again. He'll pitch it. And that defense just ran through that offensive front. He broke a couple of tackles, but nowhere to run. And here comes the field goal unit. Good right down the boulevard. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0.
And he'll take that first drive. Like, you wanted a touchdown, but you gave the people here at home something to cheer about on that first drive. Move the football enough to get your kicker an opportunity and to put 3 on the board.
Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So the Yellow Jacket offense comes out to get this drive underway. They're going to need to get something started, finding themselves in a 3-0 hole. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
How frustrating is that? You're that running back. Where were you supposed to go? There was absolutely no lane for him on that play.
Looking for a man. It's Mendoza. He'll loft one deep down the left side. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on. A look out over the Hudson, and it looks calm. It is not calm in Michie Stadium on this third down. Unloads to the right. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll run the option. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
This offense is perfectly fine with a little game because they're going to make you tackle this all game long. They're going to make you think all game long. So they'll keep running it ad nauseum and just wait for that one opportunity when you don't do your assignment.
Shakes off the defender. He's brought down just running hard in the red zone, and he'll be just a few inches short.
And it's not sexy, and it's not these long plays all the time. But this QB does such a good job of picking up 4 to 5 and making it where you're always ahead of the sticks and just letting you know, we'll run him. We'll take advantage of this guy's speed, and we're going to make you defend.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Army! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're now up by a touchdown and a field goal at 10. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish it with a 9-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just able to get out to the 18-yard line on the return before he's stopped. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. Back to throw, it's Mendoza. Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab, it's Allen. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down. The Yellow Jackets want to move quickly. Looking downfield on first down. Working that left side now.
That guy might not be the tallest wide receiver in the world, but he sure is quick coming out of his break, and he shows you on that slant throw.
Making side adjustments here. Wants to fire on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Hosley. Able to make his way past the sticks for the first down, and the time is going to drain out here in the first quarter. We've reached the break, and Army has the lead. They came out and jumped on them early in the first. Let's take a break and look at the first quarter stats. They've got a first down here to open the period. Running inside. It's Hosley. Powers through the defender.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Back to pass. And that is interception number 3 on the day. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Motion from the back. Here comes the option. He'll do it himself. Now the pitch. Picked up maybe 3 on the play at 2nd and 7. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Defense might bring the house here. Might have a chance. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44. The Black Knights can do it on the ground with a Mr. Inside or Mr. Outside. They just love to run it.
They'll do it however way you want it. Whether it's inside and they're going to give the first one or they're going to run the option off it, you're going to get a steady dose of running the football. They will check to see how physical you want to be in a football game.
Inside the 15, out of bounds at the 14-yard line. The offense looking for a score. The Black Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt.
Winning 1st down is such a big deal on defense, like getting them in more predictable situations, more passing situations. Nice job not giving up a lot of run after contact on that 1st down.
2nd down, they'll run the read to the left. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, obviously a really nice play by the defense there stopping the option, but I think that's on the quarterback because it looked like his pitch option was wide open. That ball should have gone to the running back out on the perimeter. It looked like he had some open field in front of him to go make something positive happen. This quarterback's got to make better decisions.
And he'll finish the run. And glad to have you with us from Warren P. McGurk Stadium. It's the Missouri State Bears and the UMass Minutemen. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to Holly Rowe with the latest on the weather.
I caught up with the UMass head coach before the game. He knows that there's a lot of excitement for this home game, but most importantly, the weather is clear. We were wondering how the forecast would shake out, and it is calm and beautiful. Should be an impactful game here with great weather, great opportunities, and a fast surface. Back to you guys.
All right, Holly. UMass will kick off and we'll be underway. He'll bring it out. It's Randolph. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Looking for a man. It's Locklear. Finds his big tight end. Brought down at the 28, but it's a 10-yard gain.
Great job by the receiver catching that curl route. And did you see the way he came back to the football? That's a great lesson for a lot of young receivers out there. You create separation by coming back to the quarterback.
Offense has it at the 28 on 1st down. The run inside. It's Green. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Back to pass on 2nd down. Catch in the middle, it's Robinson. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the 1st down.
Well, the receiver was able to make the catch on the slant throw, and then he got north right away. He creased the defense with his speed, picking up extra yardage after catching the slant.
To the air on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. The Bears decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. He'll field the punt and try to make a big play. They'll put that return to a stop at the 33, but the offense set up in pretty good field position. To the air, it's Watson. And his throw is incomplete. Sometimes a quarterback just needs to turn the ball loose. It was like he tried to guide that one in, and it disrupted the timing.
Yeah, and just like in basketball, when you shoot a shot and you start trying to aim it, you really, really miss. You know, quarterbacks, they got to quickly be able to recognize, do I need to fire it? Do I need to put a little air underneath it? And it's just a tough thing for a quarterback to be able to do. But over time, you see they have less and less mishaps like that.
On target to the left. They'll get the first down. It's spotted on the 49.
I like this tight end. He does a really nice job on his route running. He's been beating man coverage. He can find the soft spots and zones. You got to get him involved.
It'll be a first down from the 49-yard line. Wants to go right back downfield. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it.
And how about that? That's already the 3rd target this guy has had on the opening drive of the game. He is a big factor for their success throwing the football. He's got to win the matchups. Even though that one goes incomplete, they got to keep throwing him the ball.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Wants to throw again. Buying some time. Gets the first himself. Oh, he's got some space. Goes out of bounds, but not before he gets it to the edge of the red zone right at the 20.
How nice is it to be an offensive coordinator and you call a pass play, but your guy turns it into an explosive run? Like, that is so much fun to call. Good protection up front, but he just sees space so well. They drop back, he finds the holes, and, man, before you know it, he's just chewing up yards and making big plays.
UMass getting set to snap it on 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. Moving out to the right. Trying to scramble his way free, but that defense does a great job, and there's no gain on the play.
He was trying to push it downfield. He was looking for a receiver, trying to make a play. You could tell the pressure started to get to him a little bit, nowhere to go with the football, and just fights back to the line of scrimmage.
Looking to pass, it's Watson. They're working that left side. Touchdown, Minutemen! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
And that's why this running back is so dangerous. It's not just handing him off the football, but he's a weapon in the passing game. You see his ability to catch it, turn upfield, make people miss, and find the end zone.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. Fielded in the end zone. It's Robinson. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Bears now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, they'll go to the air. Blasted as he lets it go.
Guys, this offense is going to have to find a way to protect this quarterback. He has already been under unbelievable duress early in this game, and they're not going to be able to complete throws if they can't keep him standing up.
On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Picked off. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40. Minuteman offense taking the field, looking primed and ready to roll. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. The inside handoff. Pickup of 8. It's now 2nd and 2.
You love to see this on offense early.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Might as well stick with him. And they'll get enough for the first down, and that's how things will come to a close here in the first quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and it's UMass holding the lead. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Looking downfield, it's Watson. They get to him as he throws. Got his man downfield. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. First and goal, and the defense, their heads spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. Tries again to get it in. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. He'll bring it out. It's Robinson. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll run it out of the shotgun.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
And after the loss on that last one, an all-important 2nd down play from the 12. Looking to fire. Trying to get behind the defense. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Oof, you got to be careful if you're the quarterback there. 3rd down, you know, you see a lot of exotic coverages by the defense. That time they played zone, and he tried to force that football into a real tiny window. He's lucky that one wasn't picked off.
That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Sends it back in motion. Defense didn't maintain its discipline there, and they get into the neutral zone. It'll cost them 5 yards. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.